现在呢？还要整容吗？
They thought they could trample on me, but the face behind the mask would leave them speechless. The Guers wrote me off. Fine. I'll give them the disaster they expect.
哪来的野丫头？好丑！
I gave them the village girl they expected, looking like a total mess. This mask was my shield while I reclaimed my inheritance and found my parents. Gu Shizhou tried to bully me into calling off the engagement. He didn't realize I'm no pushover.
我劝你识相点，你就自己主动退婚。
I just smirked and threatened to tell their grandfather everything. Watching him scramble and call me a scheming woman was the highlight of my day. Then the eldest brother, Gu Beiyuan, stepped in. He was cold, composed, and actually had some manners. When I realized I was engaged to all three of them, I couldn't help but laugh. This was going to be more fun than I thought.
我要嫁3个人吗？天下居然还有这么好的事情！
Walking into the Gu mansion, I made sure to act like a total country bumpkin. I marveled at the size of the place, though honestly, it wasn't even half the size of my own estate back home. Liu Yomeng showed up to insult my clothes. I didn't hold back, pointing out her obvious plastic surgery.
大宝这个肩整过了吧？现在京城的千金质量都这么差吗？原来你家是开药片的呀，那很厉害了。是那种街头摆摊卖膏药的吗？
When she flexed her necklace, I asked Bei Yuan for one. He actually stood up for me.
这是顾家，不是刘家。林青是我们的未婚妻，你再出言不逊，顾家就不再欢迎你。
Gu Shizhou tried to trap me with mop water. I dodged, letting him taste his own medicine.
天哪！西周哥哥，你被拖把水泼了，好脏啊！
I immediately switched into victim mode, acting all startled and innocent. Gu Nanan actually fell for it and scolded his younger brother, leaving Shizhou fuming in his own filth. Later that night, I decided to do some recon. I slipped into the brothers' wing to see what they were hiding, but I got a little too distracted by how tidy Beiyuan's room was, and then he caught me. I teased him about playing hard to get. The look on his face was priceless.
是说你喜欢男人？
Things escalated quickly. I was pushing his buttons, getting closer and closer to annoy him, but then a stumble turned my teasing into an accidental kiss. We both froze, and for a second, the cold CEO actually looked human. The Gu patriarch arrived and made Shizhou kneel. I couldn't resist a little extra jab.
林啸，顾西周跪下！
I had the old man wrapped around my finger. We walked away with a shared secret.
没事，爷爷，这是我们的秘密。
行，我去安排。
Grandpa was one step ahead, making me the new design director. Grandpa's words hit me. He knew I was searching for my parents.
青青啊，爷爷知道你这次进城是来寻找亲生父母的，你放心，爷爷提起这桩婚事就是想给你一个靠山。至于能不能看上这3个混小子中的一个，还全看你自己。顾爷爷不会勉强你的。
His sincerity was the first real warmth I'd felt since coming down the mountain. I promised to look after him, no matter what happened with those 3 rascals he called grandsons. The corporate life was a bore, and my errand boy Jibai was already getting on my nerves with his failed seduction plans. But then, he dropped a lead that actually mattered. My grandfather's missing ring was surfacing at a gala.
林姐，今晚有个珠宝鉴赏会，那个压轴戒指似乎就是您寻找的那枚。
A jewelry gala? Perfect. I told him I'd be there. It was time to stop playing the country bumpkin and start reclaiming what belongs to my family. I showed up at the gala ready for business, but apparently, my humble look was too much for the local gatekeeper. This guard had a PhD in being a snob and a minor in bad assumptions.
你这种女的我见多了，不就是想靠着有点姿色进去傍大款找金主吗？我告诉你，休想！
Jibai showed up to give the guard a reality check.
我怎么不知道我还多了个儿子？我来晚了，没事吧？
Jibai was late, which usually meant I'd make him regret it. But watching him dismantle this guard's ego was a decent enough apology. The guard tried to scramble for an excuse, still convinced I was just some gold digger. Jibai didn't even let him finish before dropping the hammer on his tiny world.
他的身份可是连我都高攀不起的。
I decided to play along, acting like I should leave these big shots alone. Inside, Mr. Wang mistook me for Jibai's plaything.
成年人嘛，这身材确实有几分姿色，好好伺候好季老板，少不了你的好处。
I was tempted to sue, but Jibai was already furious. I decided to bait the trap, suggesting a wager on the finale ring.
要是我赢了，今晚压轴出场的那枚戒指就是我的，怎么样？
10 times the price? His eyes practically turned into dollar signs. He thought he was about to make a fortune off a clueless girl. Little did he know, he was just signing his own bankruptcy papers. Liu Yomeng tried to poison Beiyuan's mind, but he wasn't biting.
什么？可王老板，那他不是不自量力吗？
Beiyuan was watching me with curiosity. I like an audience when I destroy someone. The bet was on, and Wang was already celebrating. He even added a disgusting little clause about me dancing for the crowd if I lost. I just smiled and raised the stakes.
好，好，好，等你跳钢管舞的时候，我一定给你来场全网直播。
The first few rounds were a tie, but then came the waste stone. The appraiser called it a dud, and Wang was ready to drag me onto the stage. That's when Bei Yuan finally stepped in.
别急，
胜负未分。
你们不，我不签。
The room went silent. Shuang Wuqing, the name every collector in the country feared and respected. Wang looked like he was about to faint, and even Bei Yuan looked stunned. I told Wang to shut up and sign the contract.
你们不，我不签。
Watching Wang's humiliating dance was the best entertainment of the night. With the trash cleared out, Jibai handed me the real prize. I held my grandfather's ring in my hand, feeling its weight and the history it carried. One piece of the puzzle was back where it belonged.
爷爷，您心心念念的戒指我拿回来了，是我爷爷的，谢谢你。他怎么也在？
I tried to vanish, but I slammed right into Gu Beiyuan. His suspicion was palpable. I had to get out before my heart rate gave me away. He was hunting for answers. Evading him at the gala was one thing, but Gu Beiyuan isn't the type to let a mystery walk away. He cornered me, his voice dropping to that dangerous low velvet tone as he started comparing my lips to his fiancée's. The man has the instincts of a predator.
不知能不能摘下面具一睹真容。
While I was busy playing cat and mouse with Bei Yuan, a snake named Qingyang was already rattling his tail. He was furious that a mysterious woman had ruined his little scheme to steal the ring. He didn't know who I was yet, but he was already planning to destroy me.
不是想要一个机会吗？那我就给你最后一次机会，盯紧这个女人，把她所有的事情都给我搞砸，让她从哪儿来的滚回哪儿去。
Back at the mansion, I leaned into the village girl role to mess with Bei Yuan.
现在看来你睡得挺好的。记得明天早上7点半和我去公司。
Watching the mighty CEO stumble over his words was the highlight of my night. He wasn't satisfied with my little performance. The moment he left the room, he was checking security cameras and interrogating the staff. He's smart, but I'm smarter. I'd already made sure the cameras in the backyard were conveniently broken.
难道我弄错了？
The next morning, the real battle began at the Gu Group. I walked into the design department looking like a country bumpkin, and the local elites nearly choked on their lattes. A woman named Wang Meili decided to lead the charge, insulting my looks and my right to be there.
我倒是不知道这故事什么时候改姓王，还是说你想顶替我这总裁的位置？
Wang Meili challenged my appointment, so Bei Yuan set up a competition.
最后谁的作品被确定，谁就是设计部的总监。
I pretended to be nervous, asking Bei Yuan if he was trying to cause trouble for me. In reality, I was already visualizing the look on Wang Meili's face when she realizes she's competing against the world-renowned designer Summer. I told Wen Nuan to leak news of Summer's relaunch.
对，不过这次是因为一个赌约，我要你把 Summer 重启的消息放出去，然后等着鱼儿上。
She thinks she can use my own talent to beat me. It's poetic, really. I'll give her exactly what she wants, and then I'll use it to bury her career. Wang Meili took the bait, begging my studio for a collaboration.
倒是没想到他居然这么着急的就求上门了。
I told Wen Nuan to go ahead with the plan. If they want to pay for a Summer original, we'll take their money and their dignity. I have a separate plan for my own pitch, something that will leave no doubt about who the real master is. Qizhou tried to bully me, but I leaned in until he panicked.
下次再惹我，我就告诉顾爷爷你对我动手动脚。
The poor kid called me vulgar, unaware I'm the one holding the leash. Qizhou was so humiliated that he went straight to Wang Meili to form an alliance. They think they found a way to make me lose, teaming up to ensure my design fails. They're so focused on their petty revenge that they can't see the cliff they're about to walk off.
我倒要看看你还能不能这么得意。
林村姑还有脸来啊？我劝你还是早点认输吧。
Wang Meili treated me like a stray cat, unaware of the real threat. One comment about her stench, and she was ready to explode. Bei Yuan stepped in with a coldness that silenced the room.
不如调去人事部工作吧。
His timing is impeccable. Wang Meili was suddenly begging for mercy. I let her know exactly where I spent my nights.
你怎么知道我住在北渊哥哥的卧室里，特别有灵感？
Let her rot in envy while I plan my next move. Wang Meili tried to slap me, but Bei Yuan saw everything.
王经理，这可是公司，你动手是不想干了吗？
I played the victim just enough to make her look like a monster. Bei Yuan didn't need any explanation. He saw exactly what kind of trash he was employing. Now, I have him right where I want him, feeling guilty and protective. After the office drama, Bei Yuan took me home and even got me ointment for my face. He's starting to drop his guard, and his brother Sizhou is already noticing the change in the atmosphere. The tension in the villa is becoming electric. I finally showed Bei Yuan what I'd been working on. I needed him to see that I wasn't just a village girl with a pretty face. I was a force to be reckoned with. The shock in his eyes when he saw my design draft was worth every hour of effort.
这是你设计的？
He's starting to realize his fiancée has quite a few secrets. Bei Yuan warned me we weren't a match. He thinks he's protecting me.
我就只是想告诉你，别想着走什么旁门左道。就算你输了，我就让你去其他部门。还有，联姻的事，我劝你主动和爷爷退婚，毕竟我们不合适。
I just laughed it off. He has no idea who he's dealing with. I'm not some fragile flower that needs to be saved. I'm the one who's going to decide where this relationship goes. If he wants a match, I'll give him one he'll never forget. While Bei Yuan was busy worrying about our future, his little brother Shizhou decided to sneak into my room at midnight. Big mistake. He thought he could intimidate me, but he ended up on the floor before he could even blink. The bully of the capital is actually quite weak.
你这个村姑怎么会武功？
He thinks I'm a martial arts heiress. I'll let him believe it. I had Wen Nuan leak a special draft to her. Perfect bait.
干得不错，明天他估计要趾高气昂了。
The higher she climbs, the harder she'll hit the ground. Pitch day arrived, and Wang Meili walked in like she owned the company. She actually had the nerve to present my leaked draft as her own masterpiece, even claiming she collaborated with a top designer from Summer. I almost felt sorry for her.
我先来吧，万一刘老板看完我的，就不用看林青那个外行的了。这份设计稿可是我拜托了 Summer 的顶级设计师，再加上我自己的理解画出来的。
The plan worked perfectly. Mr. Liu saw right through her modifications, but then he turned his sights on me. He accused my real design of being a copy of Summer's theme. Talk about irony, he's accusing the creator of stealing from herself.
你以为我看不出来是吗？这明明就是依照 Summer 刚刚发布的回归限定主题元素创作的，你觉得借用主题就不算抄袭了吗？顾总，我们的合作就到此为止吧。贵公司的人才真是叫我大开眼界啊！我可不想和一个只会偷盗不会思考的人合作。你今天不把这个女人赶出故事，那我们的合作免谈。
Wang Meili couldn't help herself. She started screaming about plagiarism and connections, trying to bury me once and for all. So, I gave her a choice, bet everything on her own arrogance. I told her exactly who I was, but she thought it was a joke.
真是让人笑掉大牙了。你要是 Summer 的负责人，我跪下来给你道歉。
It was time to end this farce. I pulled out my phone and made one call. The look on everyone's face when I spoke to Wen Nuan like she was my subordinate was absolutely priceless. They think I'm bluffing, but they're about to meet the real power behind the brand.
喂，温暖，现在到故事设计部来见我。
The 3 minutes were up, and Wen Nuan walked through those doors like a queen. She didn't even glance at the managers or the CEO. She walked straight to me, and with one word, she shattered every lie Wang Meili had ever told.
老大，要是没有那2个东西挡着我，我就不会迟到了。
是我有眼不识泰山，还请您原谅。
The word bosses hit them hard. Liu was suddenly begging for mercy.
凭你输了赌约，自愿离开故事，并且向林青道歉。
Wang Meili thought I hired an actress. She forgot who signs the checks. Watching her forced apology was better than any award. Bei Yuan dragged me into his office, searching for the truth.
你还要再装到什么时候？如果我没猜错的话，名声大噪的顶级收藏家也是你吧？
He's getting too close. I need to keep my guard up. He thinks he can buy my loyalty with his family's prestige.
你真当你顾家是什么香饽饽吗？要不是不想让爷爷担心，我才不想来当一个小小的设计师。
I walked out without looking back, let him choke on his own arrogance while I handled my business. While I was busy avoiding the Gu brothers, my contact Jibai came through with a lead on my parents' disappearance. The trail leads straight to the heart of the Su family's upcoming celebration.
坏消息是不知道具体有什么关系，但好消息是苏家近日给他们的小女儿办生日宴，林姐你可以亲自去看看。
Bai Yuan forced me to be his secretary.
作为我的秘书，你有责任陪我参加个宴会。
Fine. If he wants a secretary to show off, I'll give him a performance that will leave the entire Su family speechless. I used his brother Nanan to stir the pot. Jealousy looks good on him.
南安哥哥，你也收到了苏家的邀请函吧？我还没有礼服呢，能不能陪我去挑一下呀？你的眼光肯定最棒了。
Bei Yuan's face was priceless, but I have a mission to focus on. Shopping with Nanan was strategic. I baited Liu Yumeng's vanity.
南安哥哥，我喜欢这件。
I played the innocent girl wanting a dress, knowing exactly how to bait her into a trap of her own vanity. She thought the dress was the problem, but she forgot that a summer masterpiece requires a body that can actually carry it. When I stepped out of that dressing room, I could see the envy burning in her eyes.
这怎么可能？当初我穿的时候，
Some people need a lesson in decency. My card did the talking.
都包起来吧。
The intern's face lit up while the bully clerk looked stunned. Gu Shizhou might be a brat, but he's a useful brat when it comes to cleaning up trash. He didn't even hesitate to call security on that arrogant clerk who tried to frame me for theft.
现在就把这个疯女人给我赶出去！
The real game begins at the Su banquet. I'll find my answers.
我去，你怎么长得这么好看？你为什么？
Shizhou barged in, and finally saw the face I'd been hiding. After narrowly escaping the dressing room, I found myself trapped in a different kind of tension. Gu Beiyuan was acting like a jealous teenager, just because I spent 5 minutes picking out a dress with his brother. The air in the car was freezing, and it wasn't the AC.
这是吃醋了。
We arrived at the banquet, and the vultures were circling.
你不会说话就闭嘴。
I've dealt with bigger bullies in the mountains. I slipped away from the Gu brothers to get a better look at the hosts. That's when I saw her Su Mingyue, the girl who was living my life, wearing my name, and looking exactly like a mirror image of me. It felt like a punch to the gut.
怎么会这么想？
The sight of the Su family playing Happy House was too much. When Gu Beiyuan tried to drag me back into the crowd, I finally snapped. The resentment I'd been burying for years came boiling to the surface.
就算长得像，她也不是我妈妈。她的女儿就站在那里。
Mingyue didn't waste a second trying to mark her territory. She played the childhood sweetheart card, hoping to intimidate the ugly village girl standing next to Beiyuan. She clearly underestimated who she was dealing with.
那我就替顾家多多照顾你了。
They expected a bumpkin, but I gave them a masterclass in elegance.
林青，你真的和外表展现出来的很不一样。
Beiyuan was mesmerized, and the rest of the room was silent. The ugly girl just became the star of their show, and I could see the envy burning in Mingyue's eyes. The Su mother looked at me like she'd seen a ghost.
这孩子怎么和我这么像？
She searched for a lost daughter. I saw a mother who replaced me. Mingyue tried the oldest trick, the self-inflicted splash.
是我不好，我嫉妒林青和北渊订婚，一时冲动说了一句，惹得林妹妹不开心了。
The acting was bad, but the Su family was buying it. Chairman Su decided to play the righteous father, demanding an apology for a crime I didn't commit. And when that idiot Liu Yumeng tried to call me a liar, I had zero patience left for their little play.
这么看来，你的确是傻。
I'm not bowing to thieves. They want me on my knees in Beiyuan to marry Mingyue.
好，我就2个要求：第一，让他给我女儿下跪道歉；第二，和明月订婚。
They have no idea who they're dealing with. My pride isn't for sale. And Beiyuan isn't a prize they can just claim. They're about to find out what happens when you push me too far. Chairman Su actually raised his hand to hit me.
狂妄自大，没爹没娘没人教养的东西，今天非教训你不可。
Once I fight back, there won't be a Su family left.
看清楚，我一般都这样破人。
I showed Mingyue how a real professional splashes someone. Beiyuan threw away years of friendship to hold my hand.
林青是我的未婚妻，我一定会护着她。
He declared war on the sus for my sake. For the first time in my life, I felt like I wasn't fighting this battle alone in the dark. They threw me out like trash. Fine. I never wanted their name.
我们苏家没有你这种女儿，你给我滚！
They think they've cut me off, but they've set me free. Being homeless was the least of my worries as the sus turned their fury toward the Gu group. 5 major corporations were circling Beiyuan like sharks, and I felt the weight of it all, the guilt of dragging him into my mess. Yet, even with his world collapsing, he only cared if I had slept well.
好啦，相信我，你只要回家好好吃饭睡觉，就是帮我的忙。
I called Jibai to pull the trigger on Qingsheng Group.
季白，盯紧故事的情况，必要时以轻生集团的名义进行合作。
The Su family thinks they've won. They're about to find out that the girl they kicked out owns the very ground they're standing on. Chairman Su wanted to see Beiyuan beg for mercy.
我看咱们的合作还是先放一放吧。
They were so busy laughing at the fire they started that they didn't notice the storm coming to put it out. The laughter in the Su boardroom was about to be cut short by a press release they never saw coming. Just as the Sus were delivering their final ultimatum, the Qingsheng Group announced a massive collaboration. The look on Beiyuan's face was worth every penny I spent.
顾总，青生集团居然主动和我们合作了，就是刘老板扔下的那批货。
Chairman Su kidnapped Auntie Wang's grandson to force her to steal.
我要你潜入顾北渊的书房，看看他们最近到底在搞什么小动作。
He thinks he can dismantle us from the inside. He's about to learn that loyalty in this house isn't something you can buy or steal. Liu Qing thought he could insult the Gu family. I hit back.
我道歉，我道歉，我道歉又怎么样？过不了多久，你们都会变成人人喊打的乞丐。这么爱护着女人，最后还不是被养到大的女人给卖了？真是活该！
I made him eat his words right there on the sidewalk. Nobody touches my family and walks away with a smile on their face. I knew Auntie Wang would act. It's a classic trap.
留给他们的时间不多，王妈很可能就在今晚行动。如果是要盗取机密，那最好的地点就是顾北渊的书房。
It breaks my heart to do this to her, but the sus need to know that their games are over. The trap was set, and the trail of betrayal led exactly where I expected. We brought the truth to the public, and Auntie Wang confessed everything. In a panic, Chairman Su grabbed the recording pen and crushed it, thinking he destroyed the evidence.
你威胁我的录音都在这支笔里，我一会儿就把它交给警方。
He looked like a cornered animal, destroying the evidence. The pen was a bluff that forced him to show his true colors.
其实并没有录音，但是我想苏总的态度足以证明这一切不是你。
The Su family is finished, and the Gu group is stronger than ever. But as I look at Beiyuan, I know the real battle for our future is just beginning. What else is Chairman Su hiding in the shadows?
苏总，这就是您说的万无一失。现在大家一起完蛋。
Chairman Su's empire is in ruins. He buried himself.
说的没错，所以能否给我一个请你吃饭作为报答的机会？
Beiyuan wants to thank me over dinner. I want to say yes. The dinner with Beiyuan was a rare moment of peace. But in this city, Silence is usually the prelude to a storm. I didn't expect that storm to take the form of an old man with a very familiar painting. Our celebratory mood is cut short by a clumsy collision in the hallway. An old man drops a scroll, and as I help him, my heart nearly stops. That painting. I know every brushstroke. I gave this to my teacher years ago.
这不是我送给老师的。
Elder Zhang recognized me. The mask I've been wearing almost slipped.
丫头，
Elder Zhang reveals a debt of blood between our families.
我知道你爷爷出事还是我告诉林青爷爷的。林青他爷爷好心不会见死不救，才冒死从荒山野岭的地方把你爷爷救出来。
I need to find the people who gave me life.
沈琴老师，教我钢琴的那位老师。
Watching Mingyue get torn apart by An Shen was pure poetry.
陈老师，等一下，我是苏明月，毕业于伯克利音乐学院，学期15年，这些都是我的创作。听闻沈老师是钢琴界第一师，今日我前来拜师。
An Shen sees the daughter of an old friend.
你是林老头家的那个丫头。
Mingyue wants to bet my place by Beiyuan's side. I'll take it.
他的曲谱都是名曲东拼西凑出来的，拼接能力也差一塌。我为什么收他为徒？
Beiyuan claimed me as the only woman he'll ever marry.
我的未婚妻只能是林青、苏明月，你有什么资格替我选择？
Beiyuan is hurt that I gamble our relationship so easily.
离开我身边这种赌约，你都可以轻易答应。林青，我在你心里究竟算什么？
Grandpa's final words were a map to this very moment.
不怕，爷爷给你找了家人，顾家以后就是你家，你还有爸爸妈妈，他们会疼你的。
I step onto the stage as Winter Chill. Every note is a tribute.
这是谁的曲子？妙啊，实在是流觞曲水，余音绕墙啊！
I break down the composition, exposing her ignorance.
是，原版的凛冬前奏起调听着沉闷悠长，但是中间起伏太小。曲目整体听着虽然低沉难耐，但是让人感情无法抒发。我自作主张加了行之符，提了中间的调子。
The 4 Millennium Genius is revealed as a fraud.
的确，他的品鉴能力很不错，不像某些自称天才的人，只会巴结奉承。
就你这张脸，你只敢自己偷偷躲在房间里，你赢不了。
Su Mingyue thinks she can bury me with petty insults. Her arrogance is her weakness. My fingers are faster. The judges hear the difference between practice and soul.
但是林小姐的感情更为充沛，我还是选择林小姐。
The 4 Millennium Geniuses just got schooled by the girl she called a nobody. I can see the veins popping in her mother's neck from here. It's a beautiful sight. The applause feels hollow when Beiyuan looks at me with disappointment.
你非要和他打赌吗？不管赌注是什么，就迫不及待地答应他的赌约。那我算什么？
I tried to explain, but he seen through my biggest shield.
没有想离开顾家，那你赌什么？是怕我发现你的疤痕是假的吗？
He drives away, leaving me standing in the dust of my own secrets. For a genius designer and a master collector, I sure am bad at managing the one person who actually matters. The woman who spat on my talent is the one who gave me life.
关于你父母，你真的想知道你父母是谁吗？无论他们现在过得怎么样，是不是还记得你？
So, my mother chose a fake genius over her own daughter. And Beiyuan, he was the boy I was always meant to find. Every piece of the puzzle is falling into place, and it hurts more than I ever imagined. I'm the real Su Shanshan, replaced by an adoptee.
是。苏明月的生日宴后，我就暗中叫人做了亲子鉴定。你走丢后，苏家也找过寻过，但是谁都没有找到你去了哪里。后来我父母出事后，顾老爷子就带着我们搬走，我也就失去了的消息。再一次得知苏家就是他们收养的苏明月，
They gave her my life and my parents' love. Beiyuan has been waiting for the girl from his childhood.
因为我应该喜欢上你。
We were bound together long before the lie started.
哥哥，天天给我巧克力吃。顾北渊哥哥。
Looking at Beiyuan, I realize some things are worth the fight. Grandpa Gu can't stand to see me treated like an outcast. He's decided to take matters into his own hands, even if it means forcing the Su family to face the truth they've buried for years. He's heading to their mansion to reclaim my identity. Grandpa Gu drops the name that turns their world upside down.
我也就不拐弯抹角，我找到珊珊了。
It's sickening to watch. My biological parents don't want me because I'm their daughter. They only consider taking me back because the price is right. My blood isn't enough to move them. But $5 million and a business threat certainly are.
500万，就当我这老头求你们了。林老哥，你的遗愿无论如何我都会做到的。
They're planning a welcome home banquet. It's an execution.
怎么可能？那是我养了10几年的宝贝女儿，她一个什么都不懂的村姑，我们让她回到苏家已经是人尽人尽了。我们只认你，
林青之前不是处处针对你，就替你报仇。
Qingyang is threatening to erase the Su family.
我们不敢，我们不会认林青的，绝对不会。
They think they're setting a trap for a helpless girl. They have no idea they're inviting a predator into their home. Su Mingyue thinks she's won, but she has no idea who I am.
你是苏家亲生女儿的事情，苏家已经知道了，发了请帖要认回你。
They want me back only because of the $5 million bribe.
回到苏家，要是苏家对你不好，就跟我们说，都是一起。
The Gu brothers are lining up to be my shield. I'm walking into a den of wolves who share my blood.
我们林丫头可是有父母的，回了家可别忘了爷爷啊。
Gu Nanan is finally seeing past the village girl act.
真没想到，你居然是苏家被绑架的小姐。我记得小时候我还见过你。
He offered himself as a reliance. Nice try, Doctor.
林青，之前我们看不起你，是我们不对，希望你不要介意。
If my parents protect a thief, I'll burn their world down.
爷爷是我的底线，偷走爷爷东西的人，我必须报仇，就算是亲生父母，也不可以阻拦。
They mocked me, unaware I provided the project they're celebrating.
野丫头一个，换了身打扮，脸上还不是有恶心人的疤痕。
Bei Yuan stepped in, reminding everyone who the real heiress is.
林青是真正的苏家大小姐，你这只麻雀飞上了树枝，还真把自己当凤凰了。
They kept calling me hideous, using my face as a weapon to prove I don't belong in their elite world. Fine. If they want to talk about looks, let's give them something to actually look at. Gu Shichou handed me the cloth, and I wiped away the fake scars, letting the truth blind them. The silence that followed was the most beautiful music I've ever heard.
现在呢，还要整容吗？
I delivered the slap she's been earning since day one.
你这个泼妇还打人！
Qingyang betrayed my grandfather and stole his legacy.
是我不同意林青回到苏家，我就不信顾家有本事针对我。
My mother wished I had died the day I was taken.
要是知道你长大后这副样子，还处处针对明月，我情愿你就死在被拐卖那年。
Bei Yuan revealed I own the company they need.
林青是环瑞的名副其实的继承人，你这么羞辱，是想让环瑞和苏家的合作取消吗？
Qingyang, you're about to find out what happens when you steal.
这本就是我的。既然你不走，那就别怪我赶尽杀绝了。只要你们驱逐林青，归顺于我，我可以留你们一命。
Qingyang demanded they hand me over like a chip. My brothers didn't even flinch. They stood in front of me like a wall of steel, ready to take on the world. Qingyang, you've spent years hiding behind my grandfather's stolen glory. But today, you're finally facing someone who isn't afraid of your empty threats.
喂，什么？合作取消？为什么？喂，林青，你疯了吗？这可是10几亿的项目。
I decided to hit them where it hurts their wallets. Watching my father's panic was better than any apology. The shock of the cancelled deal finally made my mother find her voice, but only to demand that I give the project back to the Su family. It's hilarious, really. They spent the last hour mocking me and insulting my grandfather's memory. Yet the moment their money is at stake, they want to play the family card.
刚刚你们嘲讽我、侮辱我爷爷的时候，怎么不说是一家人？
Qingyang tried to save face by claiming he'd met the president of Huanru, and it wasn't me. Poor old man. He's so stuck in his own ego that he can't imagine a woman like me running an empire. He doesn't realize that my assistants handle the small fry like him while I pull the strings from the shadows.
他只是我一个助理而已，别着急，好戏才刚刚开始呢。
The web is finally closing in on the man who betrayed my family. Zhang Lao appeared like a ghost from the past, ready to confront the thief who thought he could bury the truth along with my grandfather. Qingyang's face went from arrogant to terrified the second he realized his lies were being stripped away.
千不该万不该，偷了徽章，还想要逼走林丫头。
秦老弟，现在回头还来得及。
I came back to reclaim everything you built on blood.
由魏国大使林青调查，秦氏集团秦阳偷取定国将军徽章，即刻打入大牢审讯。
Watching him in handcuffs was the tribute Grandpa deserved. My parents are suddenly desperate to bond for prestige.
林青啊，这都是误会，你就先在苏家住下，我们好互相了解一下，不是吗？
I'm the person who's about to shut the door in their faces. I'm done being merciful to people who only care when I'm useful.
恶有恶报，把他们带下去吧，依法处置。
Seeing them beg was the final closure I needed. After the storm of revenge finally passed, there was only one person left standing by my side. Gu Beiyuan took me to a place filled with light, his usual coldness replaced by a warmth that made my heart skip a beat. He didn't just protect me because of a promise. He chose me when everyone else was trying to tear me down.
犹豫再三，还是想向你表白，想告诉你我的心意。你不是我权衡利弊之后的选择，不是我犹豫再三之后的配选， 而是我怦然心动后的坚定。我并不能确定我是在什么时候喜欢上了你，可能是在你受欺负时想要保护你的冲动，可能是在你哭泣时想要拥你入怀的心疼，可能是在你能反击别人时沉迷在你眼里那份骄傲。林青，我喜欢你。林青，我想请求你给我一个成为你的男朋友的机会，我会倾尽我的所有来呵护你，疼爱你，在你回到苏家依旧做你的后盾，保护你，呵护你。
I accepted him, not as a business partner or a protector, but as the man I love. As he pulled me into his arms, the weight of the past finally seemed to lift. We have our happy ending, but in the world of the elite, a happy ending is often just the beginning of a much more dangerous game.
我说，顾北渊是我的男朋友。
The general's legacy is a burden, and the crown has a target.